Hello and welcome to Zak103tv, and today we are racing the Carsland Cup Series here at Watkins, Glen. You can see starting on pole is Shift Squid. Yeah, that may be confusing. It looks like EXO starting on the pole, but you gotta remember the first turn coming into Watkins Glen is a right turn, and NASCAR nor the Carsland Cup Series has many of those, so that's why it kind of looks like that from this perspective. Pardon me, but the race starting in a couple minutes. Before we go too far into this, you can see this race is 32 laps. You can probably expect it's going to be something I announced earlier before the season started, that all Crown Jewel races will have pit strategy, and this will be a pit strategy race. I have formulated to that, so that's how it's going to be probably. And I've seen two different things. I've seen drivers try to pit twice actually, and use the speed they have to pass the cars up front. And I've also seen drivers try to get one pit stop and stretch it from that. And that's going to be very interesting to see what we see these drivers do here and see how it all plays out. Interesting, Pro Motorsports does not have a single top 5 this season. Ford car team has had a terrible start to their season, coming off a championship run. Chef Squid getting the first pole for the team this season, and starting right behind him is what would be Barney Thurcher III, but he decided to lengthen his off week by 1 week, and he'll be back at Daytona along with Reggie Fogelman. He's not in the 4-day. It was announced that Jessica would be an official relief driver for Red Bull team. So Jessica's racing the number 4 today, and because Reggie Fogelman has has tested positive for COVID-19, so that's why we have that. So other than that, I think I have everything covered. So yeah, again, pretty long race. So we could see a lot of drivers lead a lot of laps. It'll be interesting to see. Last week's winner was Zine in the 97. Kind of starting towards the back today. We're going to go to his engine and cockpit and have him start the engines. He's had a rough season so far, but had a good run at Auto Club last week. Was able to somehow block the field. I was honestly a bit surprised by how well he did that, but yeah, we'll see how he turns out today. And don't mind the glitch there in front of the field.
Drivers, start your engines!
And congratulations to Zion for winning last week at Auto Club. Let's go to the leader, 91 of Shift Squid. I believe this is his first pole in the Carsland Cup Series. Can't say that for sure, but again, I believe that. EXO right next to him, and behind him is Barney Thurcher III, and up second on the top row is Omitsa, and last year's winner here, Dripsy, starting in 6th. Green flag is in the air here at Watkins Glen, and Dissect in the 7 getting aggressive on the start. But he does waver just a bit. Oh, and Melinda Jones in the 59 going to go underneath her teammate, Chef Squid. I don't know if that's going to work through this chute. They have a wreck back there, I think. Don't know who. Melinda Jones in the 59 trying to get some points for Barney Thurcher III. That time we went TB1. Too much action on the first lap for sure, but Chef Squid able to clear out of the S's. And EXO really hard on that car right there. And you see Dissect trying to make some moves. And Omitsa and Dripsy, who won here last season in the Zak103tv 400. And looks like Shift Squid's going to come out of that with the lead. Oh, the 51's in the wall. Yoiko hard into the wall. Collects the 56-24. I also forgot to mention, 43. Yeah. The 84, the 9, the 5, the 30. Yeah, I also forgot to mention I don't have cautions on for this race, so yeah. Short track, I wasn't really anticipating there being any crashes, but clearly I was mistaken. So we're gonna have cars out of this race, and in reality, those wrecks would have been bad enough for there to be at a caution. But I don't have that turned on, so it's not gonna be the case. Glen Jones turning on the 32 off of the into the bus stop. I haven't seen that move work very much, so it won't stick. Go ahead and go to that battle, by the way. Glen Jones versus EXO in 32. There's a lot of spin stuff from that wreck. Let's go ahead and get an overview of who's out of the race. So, Dark X-Ray, Casey Cooper, National Carball 48, Sabretooth likely out of the race, along with Prince Daixi, Yoiko, Jimmy, Cactus King, all those guys probably more than likely out of the race. So. Glen Jones going to try it down here in turn 1. Thought better of it. And until Yoiko wrecked, all the majority of the Bro Motorsports cars running good. 3 of them are in the top 15. The other one out of the race after that lap. I think lap 2 incident. I think it might have been lap 1. Probably lap 1. Yeah, these cars just trying to fizzle out on the first laps, figure out where they're going to go, what they're going to do, and then lap 1 just wasn't a great time for a lot of cars there, and that's going to lead to 51, 56, 24, 39, and 43 without points into this race. So that's just how it is sometimes. Next week at Daytona hopefully won't be so bad, but yeah, I wasn't anticipating there being many wrecks, but hopefully that was a one-time thing. Now, oh, and 59X. Glen Jones is going to try it again here. Is it going to stick? 59 car has been fast both weeks they raced. Last week finished 3rd. I'm doing better. Melinda Jones has just been rocking it in this series right now. And, tried to pass for the lead on the first lap. Didn't stick, though. But, great efforts, though, to Melinda Jones. Filling in for Barney Thurch the 3rd. Getting not just Barney Thurch the 3rd, but the team their first good finishes. Last week got the first top 5 this season for the team. His teammate EXO Dissect chose good underneath there. Ooh, got a little wide there. See Dripsy really trying to get it. And EXO is so working hard to defend second. It's not going to stick. That could open the door for teammate, Dodge Motorsports teammate Dissect to go underneath him there. So it's very interesting. Road course racing. And, we see Dripsy up here in 6th. He did really well last year, led every lap, and that was back before I knew about customized track innies, and, we got better racing now. The game's still pretty consistent on how the drivers do, but, it's interesting. And then Melinda Jones just, man, it'd be interesting to give Barney Thurch the 3rd, 2 top 5 in a row. Hasn't even done this well in the ZSS, but coming into the CCS, just been putting on a show. That 59 after Barney Thurch the 3rd had that bad wreck with Orlando a couple weeks back is EXO ain't done on that 59 car. Oh, that 59 was a bit slow off the corner, but he's able to make it stick here as the 8 of Omensa trying to get above that. I haven't really seen the top work here off this, what's it, carousel, I guess it's called. Yeah. 8 may try to get underneath 32 here. Nope, didn't stick. But yeah, very interesting to see. 5 laps in, again, long race. You got a long way to go. And I estimate drivers are gonna. Everyone's gonna probably lengthen it out a bit. Probably at about lap 15 or so, we're gonna see cars pitting, and then we may see cars pit again, lap 24, trying to get a better pit strategy. And some tests, and for that pit strategy, they try their fastest cars on the track. And if there's traffic, they're not going to be in good shape. But they could be doing some good. 3 rookies up here in the top 5: EXO, Melinda Jones, and Omensa trying to do some stuff up here. show some good stuff. Oh, Mensa last in points, really in his good run today is perfect. Hasn't had many good races, DNF'd a lot of races, just hasn't been having a great season. Running there in 4th, hoping to do better or finish there, get a good finish. That would be great for their standings. Try to catch up to who's also not doing good in points, EXO. And I think everyone in the top 5 outside of the cut line right now in standings. 7 tried to get around the 8, didn't stick. Looks like 32 going to try to outsmart 59 here into turn 1. Use the same approach that was used on him. And it will work. 32 back to 2nd. Well, no, 59 charging right back. But we've seen this happen again. I think it's going to be decided here off this corner. Who can clear? Can 32 clear? No. And I think we might see the same thing again where these two are battling off the corner and then it'll be decided off that. Yep, 59 will be able to make it stick. I mean, again, really hard fighting to keep that position, and sure enough did. Oh, Mensa getting aggressive, trying to get above the 82. Meanwhile, the 91 is Chef Squid pulling away as these guys are really slowing each other down, giving Chef Squid all these laps, which is great for Chef Squid's standings. And that's interesting. I do want to point out, Roach has passed, I don't know if he's passed this time, but Roach has passed about 5 cars this race, and I'm seeing that green 66 car back there a little bit more and more every lap of Roach. He's had a somewhat quiet season. Jerpsy fell back to 7th, by the way, but you know, he's been good under the radar, but he's below the cut line right now, and he's just been quiet, lurky. And last season, we kind of seen that out of him as well. That last season, he was just performing a bit better while he was lurking, and now he's just not quite as good a position as he was last year, and he's outside of the playoffs. But this race right here would definitely put him in a better position than he was year before, and that's good enough just in itself. Same in Box, trying to stay in the top 10, trying to get 2 top 10 races in a row, trying to block Cody Forbes in the 60 and that 23 car. And Sammy Box is really extending his points lead. Doesn't really give Daniel Pauls Jr. a chance to catch up, despite having that, you know, chance, because Jimmy falling back. Oh, the 20th third in Alexa Gaming. Almost spun out there, trying to get around the 25 of Caden Williams. Dang, that was close. Yeah, he's had an up and down season himself, being around the cut line as well. Roberto Crown Jr., Orlando, and Hillside winner trying to get underneath him there. Man, that was a big scare coming off of turn 1. And that could have easily been a spin out, could have really ended his chances at a good finish today. That would not have been good. He's just outside the top 10, about 14th. You know, not a bad finish, but could be better. You know, it always could be, so, yeah. And Jessica in her debut doing pretty good at running, oh, where is that? Running 18th. Yeah, same spot she started in. You know, not bad for her debut. And, you know, compared to Melinda Jones has about a season extra experience than she does. And, you know, and this isn't too much surprise. She's doing pretty good running 18th. Usually we see there's this little experience from, like, where cars in the back are, and that's interesting. So, yeah. See, German Chick 81 back there, and not doing too well right now in the race, but doing pretty good in standings after Orlando. Got some laps led, got her pretty comfortable in point standings. Hasn't won yet this season, but she's got the car still. New team, new organization, still getting used to it, getting comfortable. I think a win is coming though, so keep an eye out. Last year we seen her running 2nd here, Earth Course Racing. Clear we're not seeing the same dominance today. Must be a different setup or something, but You know, again, we got a lot of rookies in between her and the second place position as well. So, gotta keep that in mind. 37 cars the back of this little pack we have here. We have just a little bit, somewhat of a pack draft, I guess this would be called. And it's just really, it's just interesting. So, yeah. Chef Squid, I expect him to pit, say, lap 16 or so, maybe sooner, maybe later. But, you know, leading these laps here, 10 times 5 is about 50 points towards the standings. And, you know, and that's, I mean, compared to most tracks, you'd be leading this long, you probably have way more points because this track's bigger, but, and there's less points than most bigger races, but there's points out there to gain. Chef Squid's here to gain them. See, he's catching up to Jimmy, a lap car. And, you know, Chef Squid could come out. You know, we've seen last week, Zion led every lap of the race. It was only about, 20 laps or so, and, you know, it put him in good position in point standings. We could see the same amount of Chef Squid here if he leads this whole race. Depends on how pit strategy will fare for him in this situation. So, yeah, Melinda Jones second right now. She's having a great season. We've got Bro Motorsports 1-2 and then another one in 9th. Unfortunately, one of them out of the race. But, the rookie of the team. Well, another rookie of the team anyway. But, yeah. Just a bit of tidbit of facts. And I think Jimmy is really the only lap car we need to worry about right now. But we probably need to get worried about Austin Johns and Cactus King a little bit. Other than that, everyone is pretty much together, doing pretty good right now in this race. And of course, this car's that DNF'd on the first lap incident, as I like to call it. You see Cactus King's little beer bumper up there, so yeah. It's just an interesting thing. So, yeah. 77 Joy Paints was inside the cut line a few races ago. Then, after Orlando, has been in a dumpster fire of bad races. And, you know, with points are a lot tighter this season than they were last. Oh, we see cars on the pit road now. Squid did not go to pit road, but the 17 of Jonah Burridge going to do a pit strategy in that 17 car. Couldn't make anything happen from that position. He's going to try to make something happen here from this position. Pitting early. Could be a winning, or well, a decent move. Maybe getting him a better finish. I don't know about winning the race. So, yeah. It's his pit stop done. And he's out. We're about to be out. Watch for, see if anyone else pits. Let me see, this is the main pack right here. Here's pit road, and see who comes in, if anyone. Leader does not pit. And neither does the majority of the field. So, 17 definitely playing a big strategy call here. We're not just talking about one lap, we're talking about 2 laps. So, this could be a interesting, definitely an interesting strategy call for the 17 of Jonah Burridge. Now, he's, you know, in proximity going a lap down, but keeping in mind, his car is faster, a lot better now than it was. See Austin Johns there, got caught up in some of those wrecks, had to slow down, fell back a ton, dropping like a rock. But, you know, Jonah, looking for a good finish. Finished terrible last race at, I don't even know what track it was. I think it was, Auto Club. He's looking for a rebound today, so he's been playing up and down with point standings as well. You see a lot of cars just playing with point standings because the margin is so low of what cars are doing well. And again, no one pits yet. So that 17 really did play an early strategy call, and if he's not pitting again, he's really gonna stretch it. Like, I mean, really stretching it on if he's gonna make the rest of this race or not. He's faster right now, but once these guys go in and out of pit road, he's no longer faster. And I don't know how long he's gonna stay out, but you know, if he does stay out, get some laps led, that's not bad for his point standing. You know, that's a good risk. You know, get some points. You're not gonna finish much better where you were at. Play an interesting strategy call. And that's why I like the move by the 17 of Jonah Birds. That was an interesting move. You know, you weren't doing better where you were at. Might as well do something different, out of whack, maybe. Some could say, do something out of the ordinary. So yeah, seeing some cars making some interesting moves. I think we're gonna see some cars pitting here, and it looks, yep, leader Shift Squid pitting this time by. 82 EXO gonna go around and lead the lap. That's great for his point standing. He's not having a great season. We see Melinda Jones and a whole bunch of other cars following him in, along with Cactus King, who's a lap down. Nodaweeb and Caden Williams, mostly cars that aren't on racing positions. So, yeah. I'll watch this race off pit road, and then we'll decide whatever. So, yeah. It's really these two up here battling because they're teammates and they're like right next to each other. But Shift Squid had a pretty good margin prior to pit road entry. I'm just be surprised if he kept that margin coming out pit road. See the 84 coming out. These two are really close. The 59 and 691. They're closer now than they were prior to pit stops. So I'll give them that much. And 32, your leader, EXO. Got no whole top 10 right now, and see who's pitting here. Most of them, I think all of them. 32 going to pit here, and because no one is staying out, he's probably going to lead this lap. Get another lap led towards his standings, which is good for him. We see he brings in pretty much the whole field. So, watch this race off pit road, and then we'll see what the 17 and Jonah Burge is up to. There's 84. And this is going to be a race towards the leaders as well, definitely for sure. And I think Shift Squid's going to win that battle. We see him already coming down turn one. Big position on these guys. I think even Melinda Jones is going to beat these guys. Yeah, they just could not get a run off that. Melinda Jones definitely going to... Well, no. I think EXO may have edged out this 59 a little bit. Speed-wise, no, but... You know, you get in front of her, might have just done the job. But that's going to really slow down the pace for both these guys. Right here. And it wasn't enough to give the 17 any leeway. Curious what the 17's up to. Is he's... I guess he yeah, he never really was able to get back in position where he's just faster. He didn't pit in that cycle, and now he's just trying to get by some cars. He just kind of got stuck, I guess. The strategy didn't really work out for him, but you know, he's running up here with top 10 competitors now, whereas he was running back in like, I don't know, like 20th or so prior to this strategy. So no saying it's not a bad strategy, but I'm sure it didn't work out the way that no, it didn't work out the way I was expecting, but you know, he's up to 13th, so not bad. He's no longer the first tires on the racetrack, put it that way. And Shift Squid able to keep the lead off that strategy. Or now, so yeah. This is back in like 13th or so, so definitely still a lot of mixing around up here to see who's gonna do what. 32, EXO did get overtaken by Melinda Jones eventually. Melinda was just playing faster right now, so there's not much can be done about that. In that matter, teammates battling for position, I think. Yep, 48 is way faster than that 8 car. Like, easily able to pass off that, well, not lethal, but not a weave, easily able to pass off that corner. Won the first Auto Club race this season, only win for them. We got teammates 1-2 right here, and teammates were running well. Both each of them were running well at Auto Club, but the 8 got involved in a wreck, and that took him out of the race. And that really set him up to where he's at in points right now. So the 8 car really had a points deficit, trying to turn that around at this point. Austin John's a lap car, trying to hold up the leaders, or second place and third place anyway. So yeah. And Jimmy actually gained on that pit strategy. Cactus King, however, did not. So Austin John's going to be a lap down, clearly. That's going to shake up this battle for second. Thought it was going to shake out in Exo's favor, but it's not. And almost shaked out in the 48 Notaweeb's favor. He thought about jumping in there, did not. Thought better of it. 32 Exo tried jumping underneath 59, didn't thought better of that. So yeah. So now we got a clogger around back there for third and fourth, and yeah, all that stuff. So Chef Squid has about a 3-second lead because of this. Could be bigger than that. And he is catching lap traffic himself. Got the 84 Cactus King, who is much slower on the racetrack. He's got Jimmy right in front of that. And he's got these guys. He's not even going to play around with this 84 car. He wants around him quick. He does not want to lose anything to second and third because he knows they can beat him. He even cut that corner a lot short, but he's going to easily get around here off that last corner. So yeah. 84 is still holding him up though. It's going to slow his lap down a little bit, but still that 32 and 59 still holding strong as Chef Squid tries to put the 5 lap down. And other than that, I think everyone else is good right now. You know, everyone who pitted on Chef Squid's strategy pretty much got better at that. See the 48, actually all the ones that pitted off that Chef Squid strategy is like top 10 right now, so that looks like it worked out better for those guys. However, it might, I don't know, we'll see how it all plays out. You could see a second pit stop for some drivers that want to get a little bit more greedy than they want to. Chef Squid is dominant today, leading, getting some great laps for his standings. This is pretty much a season-defining moment for him, leading all these laps. Maybe he can get in the win here today, trying to succeed in Carsland Cup Series and get some standings. This will put him in a position, I think, where he'll be definitely competitive towards standings. Need a good race, and this is it, right here. And next week is anyone's game, Daytona. After that, it's Armory Digital Super Speedway. Armory Third, third, and Reggie Philgum and expect to return then for those races. So yeah. And now it looks like a pretty clean top, pretty much, I guess. I don't know, but a decent top 10. See Abigail Lane just trying to edge on in there. 23 is Sammy Vox, just definitely not a road racer. He's falling from 10th to 17th. I mean, he was running like top 10, but you know, his pit strategy just did not do him no good. Pit stops just didn't have good ones. And Chef Squid is getting bigger bigger margins on second and third place. He's almost got a 5-second gap between him and Melinda Jones. He's catching up to his 5 car. He's going to catch up to him soon, but you know, it's just all a matter of how he plays it. And 91 Ford. Number 91 Ford, my bad. You know, other than that, not much to talk about right now. It's just drivers trying to get better than the other driver. At this point, it's just a matter of who can do what better. And Shift Squid is going to try that strategy of pitting twice. We'll see who follows him, if anybody. 59 follows him. 32 EXO will assume the lead, but we got 48 right on his tail end. Also brought in Ronnie Martin into this strategy as well, pitting a second time. This time the 59 was even further away, so definitely no gain for these guys. And you see Dale Paulus Jr., who was way back in the pack, trying to come up here and try to get a decent finish. The strategy call. So we'll see how that plays out. So we got 2 drivers up here racing for the lead now. They're chomping at the bit. EXO is trying to get laps led for his season, maybe even win the race. And Nadaweeb trying to get his second win of the season, win the race. But he's going to go to pit road with that strategy call now. Bringing the 84 and the 54 as 32 stays out. 32 will stay out this time as well. And brings even more cars in the strategy call. This strategy call is bringing a lot more cars than I was expecting. I was expecting like maybe a few cars come into the strategy, but no, we got a whole brigade of guys trying to come in and get a good strategy call here and try to beat the other guys. So it put 32 in first, and Omisa, teammate of the 48 in second. I'm kind of surprised their teammates didn't try the same strategy call, but maybe they want to try to get an advantage. You see Chef Squid and Melinda Jones there. Going to overtake these guys for their position. That'll put them in their position if they're in the instance their strategy does not work out. So that's interesting. The 48 again outdrove the 59. I don't know how long that'll last. We've seen the 32 try that, didn't really work. We'll see. Melinda Jones probably gonna try to go low here. Yeah. Nope. No. Well. Yeah. I guess so. See Ronnie Martin back there as well. Yep. Melinda Jones cleared that 48 in the bus stop. So yeah, that was very short-lived. 32 still staying out, and I think he's going to ride it out. He's going to try to stretch it. That's what he's been doing, stretching his tank. That 32. What he's been doing. So we got a whole new top 10 now. We got EXO, Omensa, Dissect, Bird, Roach in 5th, Abigail Lane in 6th, Brandon Nelson in 7th, Triple C in 8th. Cena Boxing in the top 10. So is Third Licks of Gaming, who almost got wrecked in turn 1 a few laps back. And all a matter of if these guys up here will pit, or will they stretch it out? I think they're really going to be close on that. Stretching it out. We're not just seeing just 1 or 2 cars up here. We're seeing like a whole brigade, a whole strategy up here. Stretching it out. Man, Jonah Burge's strategy was working at first. Not now. He is running 30th in that 17 car. And that 27 is the last running car that is up to speed. And that is the 5 of Jimmy. So we're coming to the closing laps of this race. You see Austin John's back there. Austin John's still got a decently quick car, but just ain't able to make it stick off a lot. He's just been able to block these guys, get some decent runs on them. That's just interesting. That's just about as good as it gets. Mensa looking for his best career Carsland Cup Series finish, and EXO doing the same. Got 32 Dodge. Chef Squid led a lot of laps, but I think 32 had a better strategy call. We'll see how it all tails out. Compare lap times, about minute 9.2 for EXO. For Chef Squid, minute 8.9. It's be interesting to see how that all plays out. So, yeah, he's gonna run like that. Well, turned out looking pretty good. Mensa in the 8 still trying to pass and get up to the 32, but is yet to prevail. We got two rookies up here up front, and we got another one, Bird, who won at Atlanta, trying to go around the 7, and that's not working. I don't know if that's working out well or not. So yeah. So we're coming to lap 29. This race is starting to wind down pretty quick. I don't think Chef Squid's strategy call is going to work, but you know, he put up a good game, led a lot of laps. I think he's going to get a good point standings out of this, and still, you know, you want to win the race, and it looks like 32 is a good position to do that. Their first race, getting the Rookie of the Year, and both those drivers were like 40th or worse in standings prior to this race. Now, 32 was doing good beginning of the season, but had a quick downslide. Just had bad race after bad race after bad race, and just 13 races later, here we are. And now he's leading the race, trying to win the race. Get a lot of laps led. No matter what, he is going to get a good points day out of this, and propel him forward in that 32. That's going to be very interesting to see. So, yeah. Let's see how that all plays out. And 91 Chef Squid still running. He's in the bus stop, whereas everyone else is like up front. So this is entirely different. There's like two parts of the field. Like, it's complicated as it sounds, but they're literally half a track from each other. Chef Squid and the EXO 32. So. Chef Squid running 24th as the 32s running first. They're quite far from each other. And the 48, who was really quick, still is, was not able to block the 59. So he's going to have to play his own strategy game. He's got Caden Williams behind him. So it's just going to be all these guys. And 10, Ricky Freeman Jr., he clearly had a terrible strategy call just now coming out of pit road. That or had some kind of issue. It was looking good prior to that. Had a decent finish last race too, but just can't stick right here. So yeah, nothing new up here up front. Coming to 2 laps to go here at Watkins Glen. And Jimmy up there quite a ways. I don't think this is going to be affecting this race. You see Bird getting there back to 7. I don't know if he's got anything for the 7, or if Roach has anything. He's closing laps. I'm sure they might try something, but you know, Bird, he's running well in standings. This is a good points day for him. It was actually him versus his team owner up there up front in standings, and that's interesting. And it's forward to a point now where it's Bird versus the 23 Same in the Box, and there's not a big margin between them, but Bird is ahead. So I think Same in the Box is probably going to keep his points lead for quite a while. But 27 of Dean Flores Jr. after that Richmond win, he got a lot of points, did really well, but just can't be consistent after that, losing a lot of spots, and he lost a couple spots in standings, kind of where Jimmy's at. He's having a rough aftermath of that. Coming to 1 lap to go here at Watkins Glen. And it's clear that EXO has had the better idea, stretching out his fuel. See the 18 trying to get underneath the 7 there and 1. I knew he was going to try to go for that extra mile. Battling that 7 car, and he's going to pass him in the S's. Well, no, he's going to try to pass him again off that corner there. And he'll be coming down to the bus stop. Looks like the 18 is going to clear, but the 7 is going to run. That's going to stick, so it's going to get Bird probably 3rd for this race. And Roachkin might try something on the 7. We'll stay with these guys a couple more corners and get towards the finish line. Well, this race has been 32 laps of madness, and it looks like the 32 EXO had a better idea, better strategy, and he is going to come off of turn 4 to get his first Carsland Cup Series win. Never won in the ZSS, didn't really get much good finishes, but in the Carsland Cup Series, he is going to win at the Zak103tv 400. Out strategy called Chef Squid, and again, very good points day, and that's going to put him in contention for Rookie of the Year. Definitely an interesting points standings thing. So yeah, and next week is Daytona, and I guess we'll see you then.